everyone.
Hi.
Normally we welcome you before or after this loading screen, but
Because it can take some time.
It can take some time. But we thought we would talk to you about the snacks we're having today.
Okay, so
Momo was very kind.
so the context is that every now and then me or my friends host a video marathon, half marathon. And part of the challenge of the marathon is trying to source strange snacks. And I happened to find at my... Now, I know this isn't strange for a lot of the world, so I'm, disclaimer. It's not strange for a lot of people. But at my local Asian food warehouse, there was some durian mochi. And I've just opened it.
The way that Momo reacted was I can't smell it from where I'm sitting, but I'm fearful. I'm afraid.
So we didn't eat it at the marathon, and I was like, "Hey, Izza, we should eat this online so that people can have this experience with us."
Okay. Well, are you driving or am I?
You're driving.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna loot some shit before we go.
Actually, I'm driving, but
Okay.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Do you
We've
want
played this
to? Do you want
before.
to just? I can't smell it from here. I need to smell it. What?
Now, I don't want to be like exoticizing about like international food and stuff. So I just acknowledge that this is not gross for a lot of people in the world, but
It's not something I'm used to. How about that?
it's very different from
are we
the
we're talking to
Kiwi
Damien?
palate.
That's
yeah,
the plan?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're skipping the thing because we want to see what will happen. So
we
I've
say.
actually, I've had this mochi before, but it was years ago.
Could use some polish, Baker.
And my experience was it's like the combination of delicious fruit and petrol at the same time.
What?
I'm really interested to find out what is his response.
Why are you doing this?
It's
to us?
overwhelming. The smell
think-
is overwhelming.
Okay, hang on. Oh.
I think you should stop Geralt for a second.
Okay, all right.
Let us see his face. Look at how handsome he is.
He's looking great.
And
Look at that.
here you go, is it?
Thanks. So it smells kind of like... No. It smells like...
Once you get used to the
Oh, it's not that bad.
overpowering smell, it's like the actual smell of the mochi is not that bad. It just kind of smells a little bit like mango.
Yeah, it doesn't smell that bad.
Oh.
That is unusual.
Whew. It's just so fragrant.
It's not that bad. I thought it was going to be, I don't know what it was going to be. I don't mind it.
See, it's kind of like weirdly Moorish, right? Or it's got this like front nose bit that's just like petrol. Like,
You say nose, I feel it on like the front sides of my tongue. Like just under the tongue on the front. On the sides. You know?
yeah.
Don't know what that is. But that's where I'm tasting it.
I think the sides of the tongue are for sour tasting.
Well,
But it's This is partly why I bought it, even though I've had it before, because
so there's a paste in the middle. Is that the durian? I'm trying to get it out and get a good
I think
roll over the
both
tongue.
the outsides and the insides have durian mixed in with it.
I think the mochi is great. The paste in the middle. Yeah. Genuinely thought that was going to be terrible. It's not.
I mean, I think this was only a fraction of what fresh durian is like.
Could do it one day maybe.
Do you know how much a durian costs at our Asian
A fresh one?
food warehouse?
How much?
$50.
What the fuck for one fruit?
I mean, it's big, but still.
Ow!
I've 3 doublets. None
Well,
of which
thank
I
you for that
saw
experience.
myself.
Do you like it here?
I was afraid, but I did not need to be afraid.
We also have the option, if we want to, after this,
Yes, no,
of making palitao.
What's that?
I'll tell you after you talk to Damien.
Okay, let's do it.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready
Oh,
for
because
the
we don't know. We
ceremony?
can't tell him about the stuff. Hey, What's this bottom one?
That's because he got cut up by the vampires.
Oh, well,
but we
sure,
weren't
that's
there, so maybe we should ask that.
Your face doesn't look good. What the hell happened?
The city was attacked. Surely you don't imagine I could stand and watch it all from some ivory tower.
I have to say, I don't feel like another one. I'm good. I'm done.
You just had one.
Yeah.
I'm on number 3. You gotta have at least one more.
All right, give me a moment.
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. Less like a hired thug, and more like a man deserving of the Duchy's highest honor.
Right, because we're going to replay.
I feel like this is gonna go super bad for Sienna.
Yeah, I was going to say we should
In fact,
replay and
you'd
go
do
speak with
best to
Sienna.
maintain a dignified silence throughout.
Oh man, this is
Let's
intense.
begin
when
the
you're up
ceremony.
to number 3.
Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
I just feel like my whole room is gonna smell like durian now.
Yeah, I think you can't escape that now. It's too late. How's your cat feel about it? Where is she?
She's happy.
Where is she?
She's in her basket.
I wonder if to smell it.
Yeah.
Hang on.
In
I
the
feel like we're in
Geralt's
cutscene. I'll do it
name,
after.
I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
I'm really
My
interested.
dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart.
He always looks so much smaller when he's not wearing his armor.
We
Right?
shall
Yeah, he's looking
award the
fancy,
Order
though.
of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
What are we doing?
We're like checking our pits, I think.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
She was speaking and drinking at the same time.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have
200
a
experience
surprise
points.
for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally
overcome by the
reserved
mochi.
for
The
ducal table.
flavor really lingers.
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Yes. Truly honored. Thank you.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it.
I'm really curious about what's going through Anna Henrietta's head in terms of her culpability for how many people got murdered in the city.
In a moment I
Yeah.
shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly, but she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If you were judging her fairly, she would never be
If my
coming to this
presence will
point.
help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour,
I wonder if
show
she's gonna
Sylvia
die.
Anna in.
Because we haven't made any warnings or anything.
I know.
We haven't
That's
talked
why I'm
Sienna
really
out
curious
of-
about what's going to happen.
Yeah, we haven't talked her down. We haven't talked Sienna down, and we haven't given any warnings either. So I have to wonder.
it's definitely not going to go well.
I don't think so either.
At very least, I think Sienna's going to get executed.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
What did we say last time? I don't recall.
I think we said the bottom one.
Should we say the top then?
Yeah.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Oh. Oh.
Wow, that's interesting. I think that the answer is the bottom. I don't recall if these were. I don't think these were our options.
I don't think we had anything to say.
Oh, really?
I agree that the bottom ones. I mean, they kind of mean the same thing, and it's in a way, right?
They do, but the top one's framed quite harshly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Grace, as head of state, you should look first and foremost after your dominion. Sienna's actions, what drove them, be damned. She's a threat to your subjects.
You are correct. They are what matters. I must not forget this. Sienna, you shall be tried and given a fitting punishment. Yet we shall never cease to be family. As Duchess, I shall have to judge you. But as your sister, I shall never stop loving you.
No.
Will you forgive me?
No, she won't forgive you.
She's gonna go up the stairs. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no.
We were panicking at this
I
moment.
shall never forgive you.
Yeah. Oh, did they both? Oh, okay, cool. Well, fucking glad we didn't get this ending.
Well, that's what happens if you do it that way.
So don't. Hey.
So we recommend you don't go with that path particularly.
That was a bit shitty.
Oh man.
Hey, we got our
Alternate
reward.
ending.
Well, we got our reward before she
Yeah,
died.
we did.
so-
We got shit.
That was.
I'm kind of pleased that we got that ending in the sense that I wanted it to be different.
Yes.
But I'm also glad it wasn't our ending.
Our first ending, our proper one. Yeah.
Need some flowers, a wreath, or...
I've none. Sold everything. I was just on my way out. No sense hanging about with nothing to do. Should
Also,
come as
Geralt,
no
you
shock,
have
sir.
1,000
At the funeral,
flowers in your pockets.
Folk took it all. Men, women, children, all wished to lay a bouquet on the Duchess's grave. Windflowers, peonies, gladioli. But she liked common roses best. I know, her ladies-in-waiting would come here at times. I'd choose the loveliest blooms for her. Fragrant, big petals, the kind that last a long time. I've still not come to terms with it. To be killed by her own sister. How could it happen?
Well, it's kind of the bottom one, isn't it? But I don't. Do I think Geralt let her down?
He
didn't
kind
invest-
of did. He
yeah.
looked away. He looked
Yeah.
away in the moment, and I thought that was really shitty of him.
And whilst we didn't have to go speak with Sienna, really, his job was to investigate, right? No, he's kind of done then. I don't know. I do think Yeah, you're right. He did kind of let her down. What do we say then?
Top one.
How? Quickly. Unexpectedly. She was gone before I understood what was happening.
I know you. You're that witcher from the north. The one that saved us from the beast.
Could say that.
I give
Wait
you my
here.
last Han
Take
fibre.
these.
Thought you were out of flowers.
I put a bouquet aside. I was to take it to her myself. But you have it. I know you held the Duchess dear.
How much do I owe you?
Not a copper. Keep your coin and raise a toast in her memory tonight.
Do just that. Farewell.
Wow, that's a big statue to have made in 2 weeks.
Do you reckon it's new? Yes. Place a thing on her grave. Let's do that.
Scars. That gaze.
Wow. They really let you kind of like,
Nothing to see
Feel
here.
bad about what happened.
yeah,
Yep.
just kind of like hang out in the sadness.
Yeah, I think it was a good choice though, because otherwise it's just a thing that happened and you move on, right?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, good choice on their part. Oops.
Oh.
To bury the murderous lass in
Oh, is it down?
with the Duchess.
Oh.
Witcher, I was certain you'd departed.
Couldn't. Anna Henrietta was...
Wondrous. Beautiful. Good. The best ruler one could hope to have. Yet I let her down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one expected Sienna to do that, persist to the end. And none of us did anything to stop her. 'Cause there was nothing we could do.
I suppose you are right. But when someone so beloved dies, one cannot help but search one's soul for blame. And even the hardiest knights grow faint-hearted then.
Come to pay my respects. Bid the Duchess farewell.
White roses. They were her favorite. Go inside then. She lies in the ducal crypt. In one room with her murderer. Despite my protests.
I think she probably
What?
would have wanted that,
Who
eh?
decided that?
Yeah.
The Regent's Council. A pack of old men who've statutes and codices for hearts. Ducal blood flowed in Sienna's veins, and she was never legally disinherited. So they ruled she should lie alongside Anarietta.
I wonder what that means for the duchy though, because she didn't have any kids, right?
Who's in charge now?
It's probably like that thing with your family, like fuck.
Ah. Well, I don't feel particularly warm towards Sienna. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I feel like if this was the Geralt who had spent time with Sienna in the Wonderland,
Both.
I would have definitely gone with both. But I feel like this Geralt doesn't know Sienna very well at all.
No.
And doesn't know why she did what she did, doesn't know the history with like her being cast out and those guards being horrible to her and like leaving her to die in the snow. Like he doesn't know any of that stuff. So she just seems like a cold-hearted, unrelenting bitch. So
in this one, let's go with the bottom one.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Like, yes, we would have done the other one, but that's because we've got
insider knowledge.
yes. So let's do this one.
I'm surprised that they... I mean, it kind of is just to serve a purpose for the narrative, right? But I'm surprised that they would
I
put her in
regret
the
it
same
ended
place.
this way. That I failed to prevent it. Hope you can forgive me. Rest in peace.
Oh, I'm so glad this isn't our real ending.
I know. Awful.
Oh, hello. You were off doing the Lord's work.
Stylish crypt, quite subdued. Yes, this is the kind of eternal resting place I dream of.
Moments like this, I never know if you're joking or serious.
Serious, Geralt, serious. It's remarkably peaceful, subtly charming to the hilt. A perfect match for the Duchess's dignity. Ah, you humans, you'll never cease to amaze me. To feel despair in the face of natural processes to which you are predestined.
It's not necessarily despair, right? It's grief.
I've
Yeah.
come to take you from this place, my friend. Dare say you deserve a speck of respite after the mad whirl of the last few days.
Also, he was just grieving having to kill his best friend.
That's right.
Well, it's hard to say whether they were friends. They were blood brothers. But I guess it feels different to immortals, right? Because the death is not necessarily inevitable.
All those deaths I failed to prevent. Feel pretty awful right about now. Can't help thinking I could have done more.
You could have in
Now
another
2 sons
path.
left without a ruler, or more accurately, chaos rules here. Hand in hand with despair. Duchess won over people's hearts. All Beauclair now weeps for her.
A mass outburst of emotion. Well, it seems her subjects have adopted some of their recent ruler's traits.
Why the sarcasm? Thought you liked Donna Henrietta.
I did. And I do truly rue her passing.
Me too.
I'm going to let the
Then let
cat
us
smell
drink.
it before I eat it.
Always seemed to me you were a very complicated creature by nature. Not one to resort to such simple methods like drinking your worries away.
There exist worries for which they're quite simply, it's no other medicine.
Whatever you say about Siona, you gotta admit, she was unbending.
That she was. I do admit it. Though in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
True.
How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of
This
the
is the same as the
Alrauna
other,
diabolus
this party
variety.
from here, right?
The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil
no,
have
he's
an
gonna go make me
altogether
go get
unique
fucking
flavour
food.
profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Are we doing all this again? This looks the same.
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had
Well,
also
let's
forgotten
get as
that
far as
you
the credits.
likewise
Okay,
have
okay.
absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
What I would like to do.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Not a problem.
Blah, blah, blah.
I never
Okay,
forget matters
gloves.
of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
What if I don't?
Thanks.
Yeah, let's find out.
I'm going to find out.
Let's go.
What I would like to do is go back to our original
This
save.
moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Ready for your thoughts?
Wait a little bit of time
Let me
and then
guess.
go to our house and
Succubus
see if there's
twins?
something in our house.
No, I'm just thinking about, how anything can look interesting when
I would like
properly
to do that.
lit.
Yep. I feel like there were a couple of quests that people asked us if we'd be willing to do. Oh, yeah, you're super poisoned.
Oh no! Okay. They said it was optional. It's not optional.
Maybe
is
you
it?
can hit yourself with the, what is it, golden aureole?
Is
the
that it?
thing.
No.
It's too late, though. You've already poisoned yourself.
Well, I know, but the health's just going down and down and down. So if I'm holding them, is that no? What are they called?
I think they're in quest items.
Thanks. This is, let's put that on, and it's never too late for health and safety. I mean, it is, but
down, yeah,
that one?
yeah. Is that going to save us?
Oh,
yeah, it's
fuck.
too late.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, it is. A little bit. A little bit.
Do you want to give yourself some, yeah. Whichever that one is, it's down the bottom that clears effects.
Neutralizes the effects of poisons already in the bloodstream?
Yeah, maybe?
Fuck it. Let's try it.
No.
Oh, can't do that
Is
right
it
now.
that one? Hey.
Okay.
Okay. Well, hey, we did something different. I feel like there were like 1 or 2 quests that people asked us if we'd be
Where'd that
willing
bloodsucker
to
go?
do.
Won't be easy to track
Which we
down.
could do on our main
He's
save.
a
Okay. Yeah.
vampire after all.
Maybe we should do that because I don't.
Regis!
Where the fuck you go, bro?
Damn it, where'd you go?
Okay.
Regis!
A man who would never stoop, not even for faisant grossi, whatever that means.
Damn it, where'd you go?
I read that as like P-sound or P something or other.
Regis!
Oh, you look at, yeah, here we go.
Damn it, where'd you go?
Okay, good. I'm on the trail now.
Regis! You need...
I did what I had to do!
Yeah.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Geralt's pose right now.
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
Sorry, ladies. You just got
Murdered.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning. Then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home.
Oh, that's right.
the
He
nightstand.
gave us a
Thanks.
alchemy upgrade.
Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Yes. I think last time we said don't know yet. Or one of the bottom two. I think yes. I think I'll settle down.
Sure, why not?
Let's just say it.
Yeah.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion?
Dandelion's doing it for us.
Oh yeah, we don't have to do that.
I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellar's too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
I'm just gonna say the top one.
Yeah, because we've already asked the bottom. Yep.
I so don't feel like going anywhere.
Hey.
Sit
Alright, I'm
here a
gonna
while
quickly
longer.
let the cat smell this.
So
Wait,
we
I
shall.
want to video it.
We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Aww. Even after all that, it's still a nice ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll come back in a minute somewhere else. I'm gonna eat the last one.
So
that
do
they're
we?
all gone.
I might like sit and sleep a little bit and then see if it turns up the next day. Okay.
Or we could do a quest and come back.
True.
Oh, fuck me days.
Oh, wait, went in for
This
it.
one was so much more powerful than the previous one.
I feel like they've got a cumulative effect.
You only had one!
Yeah. Yeah, and I learned
This
from
is
your
my fourth.
mistakes. I learned from your mistakes. Cool. Hey, friends.
Hey fam, we're back again. This is our original end
Yeah.
with Yennefer.
I am just going to because I don't want to go. I am just going to quickly have a snooze for
Back to
a
the
day.
real reality where nothing's fucked up and everybody's happy.
Everyone's happy. Everyone's here. Just give it a snooze. Momo went in for the next mochi. It has a cumulative effect, it seems.
Wow. I think it was because I had a break, got the flavour out of my mouth, and then went in again.
Yeah. Mistakes were made. Right, so do we think might be in here?
I don't know where it is.
In the bedroom, right? No. Has it been long enough? It might not be long enough. Have you heard a delivery? It's very important. Also, leave the house, please. We're busy.
Have we talked to Marlene? Let's talk to Marlene.
Marlene?
She was the lady that we saved from the spoon vampire.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So no delivery has been made, it seems. Where is Marlene? She
She's
around?
just there.
Oh, is that her?
Oh, fuck, that was intense.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
You can stay here.
Yeah.
This is a big
She's already
house,
staying
big
here.
estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe
There's so many
on
people here.
your
It's not going to infringe
hospitality.
on our hospitality.
Yet,
Yeah.
Yeah,
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry.
Should go get them.
I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Okay.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you
Also,
freed me of
as
my
Zissa
soul.
says,
But somehow,
there's a million people
for
on this
now,
estate.
At least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a wight.
Yes, but ever at night.
Oh, that's right, she
when
was
all
the wight.
were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
That's a nice thing to say.
When he said before, when we first spoke with her, she said, I don't know how I'd ever repay you. And he said, don't expect to be paid. Like, he didn't say, I don't expect to be paid. He said, don't expect to be paid. And I saw that he was like, don't expect to be paid.
You should be grateful to be alive.
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a wight?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Yeah,
Thought
the fact
you
that
were
I'm
a
out of
lady
water
on an
is really
estate.
upsetting
Do
me
you
right
mean
now.
to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
That's such a bougie approach to cooking. Like, I love to cook. I didn't actually do any of the cooking myself. I just came up with all the ideas and then made the other people do the work.
Fuck, that's not cooking. It's a request.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Awesome. So, I'm thinking we leave it there, but what I suggest we do is like maybe one more episode where we go do some bits and pieces where we
Are you
follow
going
up.
to wait another 24 hours?
Oh, yeah.
That's creepy. That's real creepy. I'm so glad we have cookies to make up for all of that.
Yeah, for sure. They're good. Oh, we got the Kia
If any
cookies,
of you
macadamia.
grew up eating durian and really like the taste, I'm really curious. Like, tell us about...
How you eat it, what you have it with.
Do you recommend it fresh? Do you recommend it as like in a sweet?
Maybe we have to wait longer. Maybe it's not here.
Yeah, where would it be? Is it down in Yennefer's hanging out spot?
Oh, let's go have a check with her.
Hold on. Was it just you who freed the...
Hey, Ian. Do you know anything about it?
Can we talk?
Always. With pleasure.
No.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
Aww. Okay. Well, we didn't find the thing that we were looking for. We're not going to say what it was, because if any of you don't know what it is already, we want you to experience the surprise.
So I think maybe one more episode to wrap up a few quests, and then we can come and see if the thing is there.
Lovely.
Does it sound like a...
But if there isn't any more, don't add us. No. Because who the fuck knows what's going on around here, least of all us.
No, that's right. And,
How much money do we have?
whoops. Was it under this? Oh no, it's at the top.
Okay, so we just got the 5,000 from
It's not
the
shit
Dutch
tons,
but
but
just...
I did think we might have...
We can still loot this glass. Oh, the hand fiber, is it? The hand
Oh, the
fiber.
hand fiber. I was looking
the
for-
final quote.
I was looking for the wine she sent us, which is what I was up to.
It's not like you're going to be able to taste it.
Fuck, I guess not. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, I'll go into the daylight and then we can
Do
a
our
round...
official final hand fiber, because if we play more, it's kind of unofficial.
Yes.
Bonus.
This is the hand fiber check. Is it in here? Was it under other? Food. It's not food and
It's
drink.
where all the fucking herbs are.
Maybe crafting. That sounds about right. What the fuck does it look like? Is it red in this? Is that what it'll be on the right one? The fuck? What does it look
Are
like?
you at the bottom? You're not at the bottom.
Ah,
There it is. There's 100 there. So that's 1 stack.
okay. There's
2
another 100.
stacks. 253.
253.
253.
There you go.
So we'll go back to the episode where people weighed in on their Han Fibre quotes.
And
I don't know when the fuck that episode is.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. and
Hopefully we can search our Gmail or something.
we'll let you know.
253. I'm writing it down, except I don't have a pen. I'm writing it down using my imagination.
So friends, I hope you enjoyed that little extra romp through. We will be back for one more,
Maybe.
probs. And we'll catch you either next time.
Oh, and thank you for everybody who's weighed in on our
You've earned my regard.
Oh yeah, our poll.
our poll.
We're gonna play some games.
We're gonna start out with Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yes.
So,
So thank you for your input. We appreciate it.
thanks for coming on our adventure with us.
We'll catch you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
We don't know whether this is tame. We were just told we should watch it.
Yeah. Alright, cool, Bobby, uncle.
Hey, was just reminiscing and realized. Damn, been ages since we last saw each other. You know me, got a hard time staying put.
What's she got for us?
Regis says I'm getting old. Drops in with herbs for trysts sometimes.
Hey!
Strange species I've never seen.
Hang on, half these
They
people
grab
are dead.
Yennefer, lock themselves in her
Who?
lab,
Who's dead?
spend all day
At the back.
brewing. Wouldn't dare interrupt them. Not that I'm complaining. Gives me time to help the guys with their contracts. Although, can't shake the feeling they mainly take jobs nearby. Lambert practically lives here. As I said,
Aww.
find it hard to sit still. Except, things are good here, you know?
Yeah.
I'm good. We play Gwent, drink wine, swipe grapes from Anarietta's vineyards the odd moonlit night. Vesemir'd enjoy that especially. Been through hell and high water, you and me. Fact is, you know me better than anyone else does. Actually, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Thanks for
Gosh, all
everything.
those swords on the wall.
And know we all miss you, old friend.
Yeah, the way that they're splayed into the center.
So, might be my birthday,
Oh,
but
it's
I
his
say, here's to you.
The horse!
Now, tell us how you're doing.
At the bottom!
Okay, that's amazing.
Aww.
What a cool wee video.
Aww.
That probably felt, I think, perhaps for people who had
Have
played,
had a big gap.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I think people who had a big gap and then saw that probably had lots of feelings.
Yeah.
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 Whereas because we've just finished, it was kind of like just a nice wee topper, a little bit of icing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love the bone. Anyway,
That's us.
that's us.